Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Thursday, October 10th, 2024. I am Lance Brock, and hello, welcome to the Thursday episode of 360 Good Morning Wrestling Fans. I hope everyone is having an awesome Thursday morning so far, wherever you may be in the world right now. Thursday morning. Last night, it felt so weird, it being a Wednesday night and not having Dynamite on to watch. It definitely felt strange. But today, Thursday, we have our regular Thursday night pro wrestling lineup back. Impact was on last week, but due to TNA having to cancel the tapings, or postpone them and move them, I should say, due to Hurricane Helene, they had to reschedule tapings, and they ended up going to Nashville, Tennessee, in Skyway Studios, which, if that sounds familiar, that's where TNA held their Impact tapings during the COVID time. And then we have Ring of Honor on Honor Club, and gonna talk a little more about tonight's Impact broadcast. But first, yesterday was WWE Speed, which I made a mistake. Yesterday was actually the finals of this women's tournament. They must have, I forgot that they have a match the Friday before Premium Live events. I was thinking this week was going to be the semifinals, and then next week the finals. But yesterday was the finals. We have Io Sky of Damage Control taking on Candice LeRae with Indy Hartwell in her corner. And I thought these two put on a pretty good match, pretty fast-paced. Indy Hartwell tried to get involved a little bit, of course, but Io Sky overcame that and then went for the over-the-sky moonsault, but Candice LeRae getting the knees up and going for it again, but Candice LeRae ended up countering and getting the win to become the first ever women's WWE Speed champion. Next week starts another men's tournament in WWE Speed, and the first matchup next week will be Sheamus taking on Giovanni Vinci. That is WWE Speed next Wednesday, exclusively on X. And now, without any further ado or wasting any more time, let's get into tonight's TNA Impact, which will air on Access TV and TNA Plus, which, like I said, with the TNA having to delay the tapings last week, they aired the Best of Bound for Glory special, but tonight we are back with an actual new show, which was taped in Nashville, Tennessee at Skyway Studios. And we will hear from the TNA World Champion, the one-in-man, Nick Nemeth, as he goes on to Bound for Glory to defend the TNA World Championship against Joe Hendry. And we will have a high-stakes triple threat match. Jason Hotch, Leon Slater, and Laredo Kid. The winner gets a shot at the TNA X Division Championship. Tonight, this should be a good match. The Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander, taking on Eric Young. And also, in tag team action, we have the Hardys taking on ABC, Ace Austin, and Chris Bay. The knockouts are in the house. We have Rosemary, Wendy Chu, and Tasha Steelz teaming up to take on Masha Slamovich, Sol Ruka, and the TNA Knockouts World Champion Jordan Grace. NXT represented in that one. And we will also hear from Mike Santana. That is all we have in store tonight on TNA Impact. Once again, airing 8 p.m. Eastern on both Access TV and TNA Plus. Also tonight we have a new episode of Ring of Honor on Honor Club. And that is all for this Thursday episode of 360. Good morning, wrestling fans. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in this morning. As we have tomorrow, WWE Friday Night SmackDown and AEW Rampage. As we get ready for this Saturday, the AEW Wrestle Dream pay-per-view, and there is a new episode of the AEW Unrestricted podcast with Aubrey Edwards. And why can't I think of his name now? For some reason, I was just listening to it, but for some reason I'm blanking on his name. They preview Wrestle Dream with multiple interviews. So if you have a chance, check that out. And that is all. Feel free in the comment section to go there right now and give your predictions for this Saturday's AEW Wrestle Dream pay-per-view, either right here on Spreaker, YouTube, or wherever you listen to 360 Wrestling Podcasts at. Or you can email me your predictions if you want, 360 Wrestling Podcast at gmail.com. So I hope everyone has a great rest of your Thursday. Enjoy TNA Impact and Ring of Honor tonight. I will be back tomorrow for the Friday episode of GMWF to preview SmackDown and Rampage. But until then, have a great pro wrestling day.